For those who are new to my channel or don't know much about me, I am a big survivor horror game lover. I also do like horror movies, and my favorite holiday ever is Halloween. And so that's why I'm wearing the Friday the 13th shirt today. I promise you I'm not crazy. I'm also recording on my laptop camera because I don't have a camera to record on yet other than this, so bear with me. But yeah, it's just a little background, a little bit about myself that I wanted to talk about. Today's video is going to be about it is never too late to start. And I want you to really think about something that you've always wanted to do, but you haven't. And then I want you to think about why haven't you started? Is it an actual solid reason, or is it just another excuse? Because sometimes we have to be honest with ourselves. For example, me, I've always wanted to do YouTube, but I always had an excuse why I didn't really dedicate much time to doing YouTube. Mainly, I had a lot of time constraints because I was working on my master's degree, I was working, doing rotations, stuff like that. But besides that, there was always, like, if I really wanted it, right? If I truly, really wanted it, I could squeeze in a little bit of more time in my day to put a little bit more effort into being consistent and uploading more. But now that I have a little bit more time, I'm finished with school, I want to really take the time to really make more videos and explore. I think a lot of times we'll have excuses because ask yourself, like, is it really an excuse, or is it there's something deeper? Because a lot of times we also may not start because we're afraid of failure. We're afraid of, hey, I want to do this, but it may not work out. And life is, and I say this all the time, but life is short. And so what? You failed. Like, it doesn't work out, but at least you tried. And at least you don't have to live the rest of your life wondering, like, man, I should have done this and I didn't do it. There are people who take that risk and are now millionaires, billionaires. You think they probably didn't have any self-doubt? Like, I feel like at one point everybody has a little bit of doubt. Like, let's be honest. I don't think anyone's ever 100% ready or confident all the time. But something that I have noticed is that there are people out there who will fake it until they make it. And what do I mean by that? I mean, I have met people who may not necessarily have all the skills needed to do a particular thing. And then there's another person who has all the skills. But the difference between these two people is that the person who may not have all the skills, they will fake it. They have the confidence and they exude that. And so people will gravitate or believe that more. And then the other person who may actually have more skill sets than the other person, but they have self-doubts or limiting beliefs, they may never take that risk and they may just fall behind and end up doing something that maybe is not as successful, or maybe they don't find as gratifying doing. I mean, truly, have you ever met a person and you wondered, how did they get that job? Or how did they do it? I know you know what I'm talking about, but yeah, honestly, you got to take the risk and you got to get out of your own way and you just got to do it. And I'm a big believer in, you fall 7 times, you get up 8, honey. Like, you try. It doesn't work out, try again. It doesn't work out, try again. It doesn't work out, try again. I would say fake it until you make it. In relationships, in a job, business, and love, in any aspect of your life where you feel like you are having limited beliefs, fake it until you make it. And it's funny because I used to call it, I'm going to gaslight myself. Because words have a lot of power, and how you speak to yourself is very important. Because if you're constantly in a mindset of limiting beliefs saying, hey, I don't think I can do this, I can't do this, I'm not worthy, I don't deserve that, I'm not lovable, I'm not beautiful. Those words are words that you're saying every single day, and you're programming that into your mind. So you have to fake it until you make it. You have to start making some changes, honey. And I'm telling you, it does make a huge difference. Like for me, I am not confident in speaking and public speaking. I'm very shy. And the reason why I struggle with speaking and expressing myself is because it stems from my childhood. I grew up in a very uh, chaotic and violent environment, and I grew up in an environment where I couldn't speak and verbalize how I was feeling. And so now that's something that I struggle with. And on the days that I had to give presentations in grad school, like I would be sweating, scared, nauseous right before a presentation. I would have imposter syndrome. But on those days, what I would do is I would listen to positive affirmations in the morning. So you can just get on YouTube and look up videos. I'm a baddie affirmations, or I'm successful, I'm powerful, things like whatever it is that you are lacking. I would look that up on YouTube, and I would listen to it on the way to wherever I was going, whether that be school or a job or whatever. And I would listen to it and I would repeat it. But it's not just repeating words. You have to also, well, what I mean by fake it till you make it, you also have to play that. Okay. So life is like a video game, right? I'm a gamer. So if you're here, you're probably a gamer. And so, like a video game, you can be your own character. You can also pretend to be have like an alter ego and pretend to play your favorite character. So for me, I would look up to Catherine Pierce, and even though she's a villain in the Vampire Diaries, if you know, you know, she's this beautiful woman who exudes confidence. And so when she speaks with conviction, and I just find that to be very powerful, and it helps engage and captivate others, and it draws attention because the way she speaks with confidence and power. And so I sometimes, and I know this might sound silly to some people, but I will pretend like I'm Catherine Pierce, and then I would just act and role play as if I was her, because it was just easier to be someone else. Body language is also very important factor in faking it until you make it, because even if you say you're confident but you're not, or you're having doubt, or you're shy, or you're nervous, it's going to show through your body language. I've seen it during presentations, and I always feel so bad for the people, because I'm like, that's probably what I look like on days that I don't fake it. But you know, let's be honest, like somebody who is avoiding eye contact or fidgeting, or you know, just hi, it's gonna show, right? You may say you're confident, but if your body language is contradicting that, no one's going to believe it. So even if you are nervous, you just fake it through your body language too. And that might be a little bit more difficult to do, but I've even found myself that when I fake it, like I even start to believe it. So, you know, there's a difference between walking in a room. Hi, my name is Carolina. Like, you see that? You see the confidence, you see the difference, you make that eye contact. You open up, you know, you give your hand, you speak with confidence, conviction, you know, you believe what you're talking about. You have to believe it, because if you don't believe it, no one else is going to believe it. And, you know, salespeople, the people who are making good money in sales, they could literally be selling you, they could literally be scamming you, but they will sell it to you, honey. They will be confident. They will believe in what they're selling you, because I've been scammed before, and I'm not proud to admit that, but I have been scammed in the street. Literally somebody said they could fix something on my car, and they just convinced me because they were just so confident. They were like, yeah, I can fix that dent on your car right now, and we'll just do it right now. I have experience and da-da-da. Now, I'm not saying like go and be a liar, you know, and lie your way through life. That's not what I'm saying. But you just have to believe in what you're saying and speak with that confidence and make that eye contact. You can also fake it till you make it when it comes to your own happiness. And hey, hear me out. A lot of people will use the word nowadays like, oh, that person's so delusional. That's so delusional. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm going to be delusional and I'm going to tell myself I'm happy even if I'm not. I have had moments where I just smile. Like I'll be having a panic attack and I'll just be like, life is great. And my way of dealing with life sometimes is dark humor. And I think that's like a coping mechanism because I try to find something funny out of like a really serious situation, and it's probably not appropriate, right? But it gets a laugh out and that helps me feel better and helps me calm down. But if you need to tell yourself every single day, I'm happy, I'm happy. Tell yourself all day, every day, I'm happy, I'm happy. And then smile, and you're gonna feel so silly, right? You're gonna be like, what the, what is this? What is this? But you start laughing at how silly it is, and you just become, again, I will sit here and say, like, there are days where I'm like, I will be delusional, and I will be like, yes, the world revolves around me today. Like, I'm her, like, yes. And I'm happy and I'm having a great time. But in reality, my life will be really bad and I will be having like really not great circumstances. And I'm just like, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Like, that meme where there's like a dog in the fire and he's just like, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Like, fake it till you make it. Keep telling yourself everything's fine. Keep saying you're happy. Keep doing that because you know what? Repetition builds a habit. And then your mind will get in that habit. Like, yeah, we're happy. Yeah, we're good. Everything's good. I have shared previously that I am big in meditation. And I may have not shared this, but I also, at one point in my life, was big on manifestation and the power of manifestation and the power of, or the law of attraction. And something that they mention a lot is like when you're manifesting something, you have to say it as you already have it, but you also have to attach an emotion that reflects that feeling if you already have it. So basically you have to live as if you already have it. So for example, if I have always wanted to make or have a certain amount of money in my life, then I have to act and pretend I already have that and how I would feel if I already had that. So, and a lot of times they focus on feelings of like gratitude and love and happiness, like those type of feelings. And you have to attach that to whatever it is that you're manifesting it. So in order for it to come in, fake it till you make it. Be delusional. That's what people say. Oh, she's so delusional. But you know what? That person is being delusional. Guess what? They're out there making it come true. While you're there too busy, oh, that's so cringe, and judging and making all those comments, they're out there living their best lives. One last thing I wanted to mention is that in research studies, there's often this phenomenon called the placebo effect. And so in research, many times what will happen is that there's an intervention, right? And so there will be usually two groups. In one group, they're given an intervention or treatment, and then the other group will not receive the intervention or treatment. However, the treatment or intervention is made in such a specific way where it looks identical for both. So for example, let's say they're given a supplement. So they're given the same powder, not the same powder, but the powder looks exactly the same. So the individuals don't know if they're given the actual treatment or if they're given a placebo. And so what happens sometimes in research is that the group who does not receive the intervention, there will be certain individuals who will have positive outcomes. And so that's called the placebo effect. I'm bringing this up to share with you that there is so much power in the power of the mind, in believing and acting like you already have it. Because those people that were receiving the placebo, they believed that they were receiving the treatment, and therefore their reality shifted in such a way. So call it what you want, call it being delusional, call it the placebo effect. At the end of the day, if you believe it and you act like you already have it, your odds are going to be so much better. Alrighty guys, and with that, I will be ending the video. But before I do, I want to send you all that good ass energy, and much love. Take care. Bye.